As I stepped into the courtroom, my mother sighed in disgust, and my father kept his eyes on the floor. They called me worthless, a failure, a stain they couldn't bear to acknowledge. But what they really couldn't stand was the truth I was about to expose, a truth that would shatter their carefully constructed lives and reveal the monstrous secret they'd buried for 12 long years. The venom in my mother's whisper cut deeper than any shout. "Don't embarrass us, Anna. Just stay quiet and let the real lawyers handle this." We were walking through the grand doors of the courthouse, and her words were meant to shrink me, to remind me of my place. But I didn't even flinch. I just kept walking, my heels clicking against that polished marble floor. Each sharp sound was a testament to a confidence I'd spent years, decades even painstakingly building. My father, he wouldn't even glance my way. His eyes were fixed on some distant, invisible point, as if I were a smudge on the pristine landscape of his perfect life, a mistake too inconvenient to acknowledge. Honestly, that was nothing new. "Hi, I'm Anna. I'm 31, and for most of my life, I've been the Thompson family's designated disappointment. The dropout, the failure, the inconvenient daughter they conveniently forgot about when relatives asked after their children. We were here in a courthouse in Omaha, Nebraska, because my parents were trying to evict their tenant. Her name was Claire, and her crime was having the sheer audacity to ask for basic repairs before paying rent on an apartment that was quite literally falling apart around her. My parents, bless their hearts, owned 3 rental properties, all inherited from my grandfather. And trust me, they ran them less like businesses and more like feudal lordships, squeezing every last penny from their tenants, completely oblivious to the human beings living inside. Claire had been in one of their apartments for 2 years, always paid on time, a model tenant, until, that is, the ceiling started leaking. Then came the black mold, creeping insidiously into her daughter's bedroom. She'd withheld rent, desperate for them to fix it. Their response? Immediate eviction papers. "She signed a contract, Anna," my mother had shrieked at Melissa over the phone just 2 weeks prior, a conversation I happened to overhear. "She doesn't get to just stop paying because she's picky about a little moisture." A little moisture. That's what she called toxic black mold growing in a child's bedroom. It made my blood run cold. I'd only learned about Claire's predicament through my younger sister, Melissa. She's 28 and still lives at home, stuck in their orbit. She'd casually mentioned it during one of our rare, carefully guarded phone calls, completely unaware of the monumental secret I'd been keeping. She had no idea that I'd spent the last 7 years of my life clawing my way through law school, working 3 soul-crushing jobs to pay my way, sleeping in my beat-up car more times than I could possibly count, all leading up to one singular impossible goal: passing the bar exam. And I did it. I did it all alone. Not a single dollar, not one solitary word of encouragement ever came from them. They didn't even know I'd gone to college, let alone that I was now a practicing attorney. The memory still burned. The day I walked out of their house at 19, my father had followed me, grabbing my meager belongings and scattering them across the front lawn. "You're nothing," he'd roared, his face contorted with rage. "You'll never amount to anything without us." My mother, arms crossed, stood framed in the doorway, a grim sentinel. "Don't come crawling back when you fail, Anna." But I hadn't. Not once. Even when I was sleeping in that cold car behind a grocery store, my meals consisting of stale vending machine snacks. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.